Okay, brilliant. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live that is being recorded. I like to say this to start all the times. It's a bit of a joke to start, but yes, it's being recorded. And today I'm on this Friday talks. I'm with Mr. Steven Fairman, live from London, where we're going to share some values, some life experiences, some ideas, something that maybe can help inspire someone out there on social media. So, my name is Mario Margari, and I will just give the space to you now, Mr. Steven, so you can share your story, who you are, and then after you finish, I will do mine, and then we will do some we'll do some questions if you have anything that you would like to ask. That's how we'll go. Sounds fair?
Fine. Thank you ever so much for that, Mario.
Yeah.
Hi, hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Stephen Fairman. I'm 35 years old. I'm from south of London. Um, got to say first, Mario, thank you for taking the time to having this Q&A with me. You're an amazing person. I know we haven't met in person, but with the value you've given to me and shared, you're truly amazing. A bit of background about myself. I was in the army for 4.5 years. I served abroad. But then when I came out, there was an incident that happened that I couldn't continue my service. And I was a bit heartbroken, thinking I wanted to continue doing this. I felt pride of serving the country, and it all came to an end. Then I had to go to normal work, 9 to 5, and I was bouncing from one job to another to another. I just couldn't find myself in a place of happiness. And with that, I went through a depression and I just felt less worthy. But on the upside of that, I actually found my partner that I'm with at the moment, who's helped me along my journey and shown me that personal development and being in the right community doesn't just change your mind, it changes your body as well. And I've learned so much along this journey and met so many amazing people from all walks of life that I would not commonly walk past. And yeah, I've got 5 children that mean the world to me, and that's what drives me to doing what I do now. And I got to say, it's just been a fantastic journey of mindset, mentorship, community, and it's just beautiful. And yeah, that's basically about myself. And yeah.
Thank you, and I'm sure they will find out more details with the coming questions. As I'd like to know more. As I said as well in another video, disclaimer: we technically didn't met in person in London, but we see all the times on our Zoom calls on our team training. So it's good to actually to have this connection. It's actually amazing to find out that there are people that you haven't met yet in person, but there is something that gets connected with, I don't know, his mindset, is helping people. We're still we are still trying to figure it out, I guess, but it's something that really powerful that connects people. My story, very briefly as well. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Italy and the region called Puglia, but I've been living in London since 2014. My background is in hospitality. Been working in restaurants. Starting the restaurant and then working mainly in hotel as reception and then in office. But what brought me to London is to discover what's out there in life, because I didn't want to follow the traditional way, I have to say, traditional path where you go to school, you learn, you work, and then God knows how many years you're gonna work, 40, 50, with the laws always changing, and then eventually retire. Since when I between 12 and 15, I had this alarm clock, this alarm in my mind when I was listening so many people, this life complaining, and I was like, okay, there must be something better. There must be something different. So I came here to London for experience, and yeah, I was searching for something as well. And in 2018, yes, I found actually A good friend, business partner, and mentor that is yours as well, Stephen, is Mr. David Hunt, that introduced me to the industry of network marketing, where actually I didn't have a clue what was about it, but now I feel part of it. So it's part being a community and personal development, learning business skills, life skills, relationship skills. So it's actually something bigger than just a simple product or company. I'm sure that you might agree on it. But yeah, I mean, that's briefly my story. And what I was about to say something else. No, okay, yeah. Almost for I was thinking if there is something else to add. Yeah. So I don't know, Stephen, if you would like to start with the questions, or if you want me to start. I mean, is just if you have something random to ask.
Anyway, you want to go?
Okay, I'll go then. Yeah. Okay. So we've both been in personal. I mean, you longer than me in personal development, and something that helps a lot are books. So, would you have any title, any books to suggest to people to have a different mind, to have a different vision, different way of thinking? Maybe I don't want to be like, okay, you're bad. No, I don't want to say that like the who doesn't think like us doesn't do personal development is bad, but just to inspire to give a different idea of war or life. If you have some good titles.
Yep, definitely. And as you said, personal development is key. And before, I didn't really think about it, and I didn't think of actually picking up a book and actually educating the mind. I'm still in the process of reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Fantastic book. And actually, when you actually break it down to what it actually means within the words, you start to unlock the knowledge and value that there's set back then when this book was released. Also, as being ex-army, I just finished reading Ant Middleton, The First Man In, just to help reflect back to what I was doing. And I will be starting another book called The Fear Bubble, which is helping conquer your inner demons to be more confident in the outside world, in not being ashamed of anything that's held you back. But I've set myself a task to at least go through it as much as I can and learn through education. But what I tend to do every day, I put my earpods on, I listen to audiobooks and let that get into my mind and just help reprogram and re-educate myself that there is great value out there. There's plenty of things on SoundCloud. YouTube is great for it. You just type in motivational things for when you wake up in the morning. The first 15 minutes, boom, it's in there. You're getting your mind in the focus, in the zone. I highly recommend it for anyone who's new on this journey that doesn't want to jump in too soon. Try the 15 minutes in the morning. That first 15 minutes actually sets your day perfectly, and you notice a lot of changes happen when you feed your mind. So yeah,
that's true. And yeah, I was looking for the title. Is you mentioned First Man In,
The
correct?
First Man Forward.
Ant Middleton.
Yeah, Ant Middleton is SBS. And also another book that I haven't completed at the moment was a good friend of mine who served in Afghanistan. He suffers with chronic PTSD, similar to how I was. He actually had the courage to break through and actually write a book about his experience. It's called Among You by Jake Wood, and it goes through the emotional journey, and it is helpful. But because I know him personally, I can understand where his struggles were and where he is now.
What's the title again, Stephen? Sorry.
Among You.
Oh, how do I spell it?
AMONG, and then you as a person, and it's Jake Wood.
Among You. Okay, yeah, with the you. Okay, yeah. Okay.
He's a good friend of mine. We still keep in touch a lot since both leaving the army around the same time.
Okay, yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because then I will put it in the comments so people can have access to the books. Maybe again can help someone to can inspire, give some values. And for me, you touched one book already, Think and Grow Rich of Napoleon Hill, but I have a funny story about it that I want to share. That is, I was telling to people when I was in high school, or when I was working anyway, okay, you always say that you want to do something in life. You're not sure what is it. Why don't you just take some time? I mean, take an hour, 2 hours, take a piece of paper, write it down your goals, what you want to be in the next 5, 10 years, a plan of action, your results, your income, your travels. And the funny thing is, I was telling to them, I wasn't really doing it. And that is in Think and Grow Rich, you know, the affirmations, the planning, which chapter it is. I mean, I don't remember the chapter now, but is in one of the chapters. And I'm like, oh my good God. I've been sharing this, and there was a book about it I didn't know. So when Mr. Hunt, when David told me to study this book, I got it. Yes, I read it. I read 5, 6 chapters. I didn't get it. I left it for a few months. Now I read it 4 times already.
Yeah.
But I mean, twice in English and twice in Italian. And I think I will start it again before Christmas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the power of the book is, as you said, I mean, the words, once you read it again, you pay more attention, is actually make you think, why nobody told me about it? Why nobody got actually this feeling of sharing this knowledge? Let's call it knowledge, yeah. And then another book, which I would go, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, is to get to in the mindset of money. Let's put it that way: how the money works, how the cash flow works, and how the rich get rich. I mean, how people. Oh, sorry. How actually people get things done, how people build the businesses, how people get in real estate. I mean, in many different fields, but how can actually someone create something, not just being well, I don't want to go now into the details, but if someone really wants to get an idea of how the money works, where are they, and how they can be turned around, even if you have a little budget, that's the book you should really check it out and then study that. To say, I just read it once. I think I should read it again to refresh it, but yeah, I think I'll go again. Yeah, I'll go again with it. And what I was about to say, yes, in terms of now, in terms of life, we are, how can I say? I mean, the different backgrounds, different age, and different careers, but we have something. I mean, you mentioned to me earlier, which you told me once, you have some Italian family as well related. But in terms of life in general, I mean, I will touch base about that later on. But in terms of decisions, in terms of, let's say, hard decision, tough decisions that you have made in life, is there something that you feel comfortable to share, something that you would like to share to, again, share some values, help anybody with it?
Yeah, no, I'm more than willing to share. Yeah, I've had quite a few hard decisions to make in life before I joined this industry. And I sat down with my partner and I looked at everything and I said, you know what? What is there to lose by not doing this now? And I looked at every possible angle, and I had a good friend of mine, Nem, reach out to me because, look, I've got something that can really change your life. I need you to have a look at this. At that time, I was a bit in a sticky situation. I was like, look, I can't take on too much. I can't. But once he showed the value, I looked at my partner and I said, we're gonna have to make some tough decisions here and sacrifice if we want the best for our kids. And it's been testing, no word of a lie. It has tested us, but I got to say, sometimes the hardest decisions are the best decisions to do. And it doesn't just change the here and now. You look at the long term, and knowing that we've made that sacrifice at the beginning, now we know it's only going to get easier and easier. and we're growing every time, and taking that leap of faith to be around people that have the same mindset, the same, like as Mario says, we're all different ages, we're all different walks of life, but we have the same goal to be a better version of ourselves. We've all educated ourselves on the same level. And as the army used to say, you're as fast as your slowest man. With what we got here, we have no slow men. We work together and build together because everyone deserves happiness. And when one person's struggling, we come together as a family and say, look, what is it you need help with? And I've never known a group like this. Mr. Hunt is an amazing mentor and leadership. His mind, I can't work it out, to be honest. You got people, Mr. Ray Dutter, you got Mr. Rowan Bond, Kern, you got so many people from different walks of life, but it's such an inspiration having that so close knit. And I've only got a small family from my personal background, but I feel like that's been replaced with what I have here in front of me now. And I'm ever so grateful for this.
That's, yeah, I really like what just mentioned. Yeah, I always say to people that I have two families. One, my real one. The other is you guys. I mean, all the team that I met, and I'm sure they will be growing. So I'm sure yeah, is it's something that you don't really feel that can come to your life. But when you say what I say to everyone, I think Jim Rohn says this. When you keep searching, eventually you will find. I think it was Jim Rohn or someone else, but that's true. When you keep searching, you find eventually. The law of attraction comes in place somehow.
100%. And I find it so emotional as well. You get to know the people that within you like they are family. You know, when they're having a good day, bad day, it's just continuous love between each other. It's amazing
how this keeps developing. Yeah. And the many people that we're going to impact in their life, boy, it's gonna be a long list. Yeah. For me, instead, for now, I mean, I'm 26, and for now, I mean, up until now, my hardest decision was either to come back here to the city, to London, or going to Argentina, because I wanted to discover more. I mean, I always been fascinating about going to South America for some time to visit all the countries, and I'm gonna do it. Don't know when, but I'm gonna do it. But I was between there a new place or where I've been already, because do you know when you set your goals, even though you haven't read Think and Grow Rich before, when you set goals in life, you want to be, okay, I'm going to go to London. I want to reach this. I want to visit these places. I want to improve. Obviously, I want to get to know new people. And I got something, but I felt that something wasn't really 100%. I was there 60%, perhaps 50, 60%. And I was like, you know what? Brexit, not Brexit, whatever happens, I'm gonna come back and stay and reach to what I want. Do as much as I can to reach my goals. Obviously, to do what I want. So so far, it's been one of the hardest decision. But hopefully, as I mentioned in other videos as well, hopefully I'm not gonna have to make so many difficult decisions. So I mean, life is every day challenging somehow. So in some sort of fashions. And I don't know. Now that I'm this question just came in my mind while I was talking, multitasking, and then they say men can do two things at once. So I know the ladies will have a laugh about it, but now I want to ask something as a parent. Can you see the difference? I mean, I studied in Italy. That's where I was born and grew up. But you, as born here and raised in the UK, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see in terms of education system at school, do you see a difference already when you went back and with your children now? It just came in my mind, this, Stephen. I wanted just to ask. Yeah.
No, there's a huge difference in the education for when I was at school. I think when I was at school, it was a lot more harder because we had to go to the library, find the books. We had to go out and search for the information. what way things have changed, technology has helped in vast different ways. That is at a click of a button, you can get the information. But I found with people like myself, we're still old school in the traditional methods of searching. We're going to look in this, look in that. And yeah, it's complete difference from the younger generation till now on how they get their education. And it shocks me sometimes how fast technology has taken over to help support the younger generations
Too
as
much
well.
as well, yeah. Too much, I
Yeah.
would have to say, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I'm still kind of in all stylish education as when I had to go to the library to search for something. But yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's too much TikTok and other stuff, and is I mean, I don't know. I just said TikTok because it came to my mind, but social media, YouTube is kind of is a lot now. Yeah, and we need to actually to get some control, I would say. Now, something that it's been a while since I asked this to people is how do you manage your time, let's say during the day, and as well, what's your morning routine that you have or your ideal one? As you mentioned, to start with podcast with something positive, that's great. But I don't know if you want to share something or, oh, actually, and how was, if again, if it's okay for you to share, when you were in trainings at the military, what was the schedule? I mean, what was the trainings like? I know it was tough for sure, but if you want to share just to get an idea to people, yeah, and for me as well.
Yeah, in the army, would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, do a 1.5 mile run in under 13 minutes, get back, shower, breakfast at 6, on the parade square by 6:30. It was just a continuous day. With the army, you're paid from 1 minute in the morning till 1 minute till midnight. You're on a daily rate. You are on the go all the time.
Okay.
There's a lot of strict routines with it, but in a way, when I came out of the army, I still had those traits in me that I missed. But then I realized you can't bring that into normal life, normal day-to-day life and family life, because again, as you said, there's two different worlds out there, and you can introduce it slightly, but you can't just say that is to that now. But my morning routines now, as having a family, as I said, I put my earpods in. I listen to motivation or something inspirational or gratitude, affirmations whilst I'm doing, say, maybe the breakfast or making the baby the bottle or anything like that. I have that in my mind, and it sets the day right. And it's been good doing that and balancing it out. And even the children, they always put out their affirmations in the morning, what they're grateful for, what they want to achieve today, and it's teaching them how to be grateful for life. And that's what the schools do not teach. But if we as parents can give them those stepping stones to greatness and learn they can achieve anything, it's a good stepping stone to start the day with.
So yeah, that is good that I asked this question because I wanted to get some parts. Yeah, and so just to reconfirm, you mentioned your children, they're writing their affirmations, what they're grateful for, right?
Yep, they actually
Yeah.
write it or they say it aloud or they give thanks, what they're grateful for in the morning. And it's nice hearing what they're truly grateful about. And they say they want to do this and they want to do that. And they work towards it as well. They don't just say it for saying it. They actually put their goals out of what they want to achieve. And they always express their happiness. And it's so heartwarming knowing that they feel that way.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was asking for confirmation because maybe someone who's gonna watch didn't quite get it, but it's something really powerful, I have to say, to share with that if you start from early age is even better. What was the sentence? You're a provider and a leader, right? That's what our CEO mom was telling to him every day. A provider and a leader. So if you start with affirmations, that's that's an awesome start. I'm jealous of them actually. I'm actually that at my age I didn't have affirmations, you know. So it's something really something powerful. For me, my routine it's been kind of a challenge. I made a video about this yesterday, I believe, on Facebook. On Wednesday, I believe, about waking up in the morning and then not being lazy. I mean, working out. So my routine now is I used to have a wake up time. Now, kind of break it somehow, but it's still before 8 o'clock. So it's okay. Yeah, it's not a bad.
We can let you up
But,
at 8. As long as before 8.
Sorry.
As long as it's before 8 o'clock, you're good. You still fit in that bracket.
Yeah. Before 8 o'clock, yeah. So I mean, usually around 6:37. So yeah. But then I mean, as soon as I wake up, water straight away, drinking water straight away, and then moving the body, some warm up for the body to actually get the brain engaged to start to work. Then well, I don't have books here, but otherwise I will share it. Anyway, books or music or podcast, yeah, to listen positive, or just relaxing music, relaxing, or even music that can give you some boost, some energy as well, some from time to time. But then yeah, and then a big breakfast. I mean, if I don't have breakfast, it's really rare that I go out of the house. I mean, unless I'm really in a rush, I need to. Don't really. I need to eat everything. So, but the most important is the body to start to be to move around, because you need to be conscious. You're not just a lazy ghost moving around somewhere, but but actually being there to work. And then yeah, if I don't read a book, the breakfast is fine. I can do breakfast outside, but if I don't read a book, if I don't listen a podcast or something positive anyway, really I don't get out of the house. I need to get that fuel to start the day. And I see someone there next door. Would you like to come say hello, or be in?
Hey. Oops, sorry.
Take it easy.
No, sorry, it's not me. Hi, hello. So, what's been happening?
Oh, we're just going to Q&A back and forth, just saying how we haven't met in person, but it feels like he's a brother from another, like how we're all connected from all different walks of life.
Yeah.
And how it's been a change, and how we've had to make that hard decision, like we did before we joined. We said, is this really going to work? We had so many things up in the air, and we thought, you know what, if we make this hard decision now.
But I think, I don't know what you guys have spoken about. I don't know if you want to ask me anything, Mario, but I just want to start by saying, like, obviously with everything that's going on, in the few months that I've obviously known you and got to know a lot of the team, you know, it is amazing the community that's been built, and how so many people from different walks of life, different countries, different age groups, different backgrounds and ethnicities can actually come together and actually support each other, generally supporting each other. And for me personally, I don't know about Stephen or yourself, Mario, but I've learned so much in my own self of the personal growth. And I think sometimes that's missing in, like, kind of general jobs. You know, sometimes you want to achieve things, but you don't have the support and the environment to actually grow. And I think that's very vital when it comes to self-development. And if you want to continue in, like, your own business or anything like that, it's having the right environment around you. And that's been one of the, you know, positive things that I could say that I've got out of this, what we're currently doing, is having those people around you to keep you going. So yeah, I don't know if that's anything to do with what you guys are talking about.
No, I mean, we actually spoke a lot about it, and that's why, yeah, I saw you nearby, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to say hello and share something, but it's really, yeah, I mean, that's what it is, actually a community of like open-minded people that actually want to grow and get to their results. So and yeah, we met once, but we didn't spend much time actually to get to know each other. But you know, I'm sure there will be a chance in the future and helping each other somehow. I mean, you know, so it's great to do these lives as well, that they are recorded. But yeah, it's something new that I need to put a trend about it. Maybe I need to do a trademark about live but recorded. So yeah, just
That's
for fun. Yeah.
Anything you want to ask me or anything?
No, I mean, if you want to share your story briefly about it, and then I don't know if you want to share anything else, but we are just here to ask some questions, and then we're about to wrap up. Actually, I don't know if you want to say something. It's up to you.
Yeah, no, I just want to say, like, to anyone that's listening, I'm for me myself, I'm a mum. I've got 5 children, and you know, for many years I've always wanted to do something different. I knew that I had something inside me that wasn't for the 9 to 5, and having children, sometimes being a mum, you forget yourself, and you're always either the carer, the mother, you know, you've always got these other labels. So you're so used to being in those roles that anytime it's something for yourself, you literally forget what to do because you've not done it for so long. And one of the things that I want to start doing is helping other mothers out there to let them know that no matter where you are in life, you are valued, you are worthy, you're enough. And I've had to do a lot of growth within myself because of certain circumstances and situations that have happened in my life. I lost the value of myself. I lost my self-love. I didn't know who I was, you know, and I think there's so many women out there and men, you know, there's fathers out there that bring up children and they are lost in the world, but they want to support their family. They want to be there for them, but they're not actually there for themselves. And I want to start a group to let mothers know, kind of, that's what I'm targeting, that together we can inspire each other, we can grow together. And sometimes you just need someone to hold your hands and say, don't worry about today, you know, your house is untidy, your kids are running around driving you crazy, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, because you are somebody, and at the moment, yes, you've got a lot on your plate and you're juggling, but it doesn't mean that's what your destiny is going to be. And I just think there's a lot of people out there that need that motivation and encouragement. And me being in this environment, like I said earlier about the community, you know, it's very important, because I probably wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have the people around me, because I didn't have the confidence in myself to think I can achieve, to think that I can, you know, climb up and grow and become a better person. And that's what's missing for many people in their lives. So yeah, I just think it's really good. And I'll stop waffling, but yeah, if just anyone's out there listening, and just to know that no matter what's going on in the world today, everybody's going through, you know, different things for whatever reason, but you know, you're strong, you know, you're loved. Just remember you're enough, and there are people out there that are willing to help you. Just reach out, and yeah, keep going. We'll get there in the end. So yeah.
Eventually you'll get to the results. Well, as you guys are here, both of you, let me ask something that I asked before. So we give, in our business, we give free technology, and whenever it gets activated, used, and a child gets nourished. And as well, that's travel, that's how we started, but we are not for travel. We are going for other stuff. So the question that I like to ask, and I will ask this to other people as well, how do you feel actually to nourish a child when you give something away for free? What's your feeling? I mean, how do you feel about it?
Go on.
Me personally, it's such a warm feeling in my heart, knowing that what we do, we're not asking for anyone to pay for anything. We're giving a free gift to support a child, and knowing that's being done on a daily basis worldwide, it warms my heart, because seeing what the industry's done as well with doing this and donating back to help children with their education, the schooling, as well as the meals as well. It's what drives me to continue doing what I do. And as being a parent as well, it fires me up every day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. You know, in a lot of businesses, unfortunately, sometimes it's just the people that are in it that get something back. But the fact that they've got this concept where they're partnered with something that's actually doing good for the people that are less fortunate, because a lot of people want to, like myself, I want to start a charity, and I wanted to get some money together to help, you know, those less fortunate, that if I'm blessed enough to be in a situation where I'm financially secure, I want to give back. And to know that I'm partnered with a company that actually can do that, and that the people that are doing it, you know, a lot of people are skeptical, So when you're giving out a free gift and goodwill to somebody to save money, and in return another lot of free goodwill is going to help a foundation and children, you know, to me the morals and values of what's behind this company and what they're doing is amazing. And it's like Stephen said, it does fuel you. You want to keep going. You want to, you know, speak to everyone, which is what I do. I literally stop people in the street. You know, people look like we went away when we went to the Vision, and some of the team members didn't actually think I was as outgoing or kind of, because I'm always the shy one. I'm always behind the camera, and they're like, Tamara, like, that's not like you. But, you know, when you get to know me, I'm quite a crazy person. I have a really bubbly personality, but I have to be comfortable in that environment before I expose that kind of side to me. But, you know, I literally talk to people in the street, and knowing that I'm helping to feed a child, I will literally offer it to anyone. If you're 2 minutes and 2 meters close to me, I will talk to you about it. And I'll say, look, it's free and you're helping, and I'm on a mission and I want to help 1,000 children. And they, you know, they're like, yeah. And it does make it, you know, it's better all round. So, yeah.
And knowing that you're giving it for free, you're not asking for anything, just to give goodwill.
Of course,
it's
of
beautiful.
course.
It's a beautiful concept.
Of course, it is. It is. It's what they've done, you know, is amazing. You know, we're not, how can I put it? It doesn't cost us anything, even though, you know, it's part of our business. But, you know, like when you get people knock on your door, they're asking for money towards charity and stuff like that. You know, sometimes you're a bit hesitant whether the money's going in the right place and stuff like that. But the fact that we're just doing it as part of what we need to do, and that actually helps, that's really important, and it simplifies it. And then also you've got the people that are actually receiving the codes and receiving the goodwill of the platform. They're actually helping, and it doesn't cost them anything. So, you know, the concept's genius and it's amazing. And yeah, it just keeps driving me forward. Being a mum as well, I know I can feel. So yeah.
Is something that, again, is a genius who could have done it, and actually we are lucky enough to be in this at the beginning. So is, yeah, for me, when I found out about the concept, I had to ask David once, twice. I'm like, so that's really that's how it works. We get something for free, because I didn't get it at the beginning, but then I fall in love with it. And sometimes, I mean, we don't get things. I mean, sometimes we have things granted already, so we expect already to have things. But then, as I was mentioning before to Stephen, I mean, what if this nourishment can actually help a child that one day can be a leader in the world? I mean, who knows? Who knows who you're going to help next? And I actually want to find out if I can help directly in person, eventually in the future when this thing of COVID goes away. Yeah, so I actually want as well to find out if I can actually go there in the field. And because it's something that I've always been with charities, I've always been, how to say, interested into it, but now I'm getting more to the point to be like, okay, rather than give money, which is fine,
Yeah,
maybe it's better to give directly as a person. Obviously, if I can, otherwise I'll support how I can. So yeah, the concept is great. It's awesome. And yeah, attached to that, what's your travel list? And then we are almost wrapping up about it. Yeah, we are almost closing. So what's your travel list? I mean, where you guys are, what's your wild list of travels?
oh gosh, where do I start? All over the world. I think for me, having the kids, I'd love to go to Disneyland in Florida and just have like an all expenses out, all catered for, just amazing trip with the family, magical trip with the kids, and also me, because I'm a big kid really. But yeah, and then I think I'd love to go to the Maldives. There's a beach there that has this I don't know what's in the water, but it's like a really glittery effect in the water. I saw it one day and it was just magical. I was like, wow, I really want to go there. Yeah, it's such a beautiful island as well. And obviously the usual kind of, you know, hot countries, anything that's hot.
But yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
So me, I would like to travel back to Sicily to understand family roots, and go to see it. I would also like to just venture around different parts, not the common places of the world, just the countryside. And just one day I would love to go to India to feel the spiritual energy with that. And I think the last place that I'd say I'd really want to go to is,
I'm scared. Where's he gonna say?
oh,
It is recorded.
I know.
Where's that place in Greece?
What, Santorini?
Yeah,
Yeah, Santorini.
Santorini.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've seen a few beautiful places there, and
Mm.
it's just showing the children a walk of life of different areas and just embracing nature all round to be nice.
Yeah, so I thought I heard one of them screaming just a minute ago. But you know, just a quick point on that as well. I listened to someone, because obviously with personal growth, I listen to all different mentors and stuff like that. And one of the guys that I follow, he was talking about how he homeschools his children. And the way he does it is by actually taking them to these countries so they can actually really understand, you know, the different cultures of people, the different ways that different people live. And the children actually experience it. So instead of just being in a book, you know, that's one of my dreams as well, to be able to actually have my children, instead of reading a book, all right, that's good, but actually going to these countries and understanding Egypt, understanding India, Africa, Asian countries, and yeah, getting that real experience as well. And obviously for myself, you know, that would be good, you know, bucket list tick.
There's so many beautiful places around the world that haven't been explored.
Amazing.
Not by us yet, but we will get around there.
And the moon, I want to go to the moon.
Well, Jeff Bezos is thinking about it, so we're good. Amazon is thinking about it, yeah.
I better get my name on the list then, quick time. But yeah. How about you? How about yourself?
Well, I like, as you mentioned, hot countries, so that's my top list. Before I die, I need to go to Cuba, the island in the Caribbean. You heard of Cuba, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because we're like, you were watching Steven, like, okay.
Oh no, because sorry, I thought I heard
it's okay. No, yeah, Cuba, because of the music, for the nature, for the food, how the sugar and tobacco is produced. To see actually that, even though I try to avoid sugar, I don't smoke. I just want to see how it's done. I mean, the culture of the cigar, the Cuban cigar. And then the Fiji Island near New Zealand, because few people have been there. Apparently, it's an elite place, so I want to be one of them. Why not? And then to Thailand and Bali. So I know that these places are all sandy beaches, I guess, but they are they are quiet as well. So I really want to go there and visit. Yeah, that's the travel list. And I have the date already for Cuba on my whiteboard. I have a whiteboard with all the affirmations. I have the date is in 2 years. I'm not gonna say the date, but it's in 2 years. So
is it because it's recorded? Is it because it's recorded? Do you want to say the date?
No, I'm not gonna say the day, but I'm gonna say the year. Is in the next 2 years. So yeah, it's already written there. I'm sure that I will get there, if not on the date, maybe closer or later, but sooner. So I know the affirmations, if you really understand them and work on it, the world is your oyster, right? As it says here in England, apparently. The world is your oyster, which I don't get it, but I like the concept.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
It's not the same as the Oyster card, though.
Yeah, no, the world is your oyster
card. Yeah.
No, not the oyster card. You can only get so far with the oyster card, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you can go to Harry Potter, so you can go in another world, into the wizard world of Harry Potter. So that's good enough.
Well, I suppose the world is your oyster then, isn't
it? Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you guys want to add anything else. I don't have any other question. I mean, I really want to say thank you, both of you. I appreciate your time. I know as being parents and with children, it's not easy to find the schedule, but yeah, I really want to say grazie. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, that's it from my side.
Definitely. Thank you, Mario, for having us. And to anyone out there listening, you know, thank you as well for listening and taking your time as well. And yeah, cool.
Thank you. Thank you again for this opportunity, Mario. And definitely, we've got to meet up soon.
Yes. Pleasure. Yes. I love to cook something in Italian, I guess.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll be up for that. Yeah.
What is it? Risotto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is your favorite food, actually? I know we're...
Oh, okay. Carbonara. The pasta carbonara with the bacon and egg. Don't put cream, Tamara, otherwise we're not friends anymore. I'll tell you now, on live.
Oh gosh.
Don't put cream. No, it's bacon, egg, and pecorino, I think it's pecorino cheese, and then black pepper. So that's the recipe. If I'm wrong, Italians will follow me to
definitely
push me. Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. But I believe that's the one. Yeah. And then pizza.
Yeah.
And then that's the main. I mean, my Italian food. Otherwise, the international, I would say, I don't know. I mean, Mexican is good, and sushi, I like it as well. So I'm kind of open-minded. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it tastes good, then it's all good.
Yeah. Depends on the flavor. Yeah. How about you guys?
Definitely. But yeah, that was just a random question.
Yeah.
But
No, we're both Italian. We just wanted to know if
because he makes carbonara as well. That's all he used to love to make. So it was just interesting to hear what you, and then now you said carbonara. I was like, oh gosh.
No,
but
understand why.
You remember what he said not to put in it.
I never use cream.
Okay.
That's bad. You know, do that.
Okay, you better be.
He's only saying that now.
I'm gonna be on your case now.
But yeah, thank you, Mario. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thanks again. Yeah. Okay.